Alright, in this video, I am covering the Racing Kings World Championship 2023 match between A47 and cFlour. A47 is, I believe, the 17th seed, making cFlour the 48th seed. And as you can see, there's quite a difference in the rating. A47 is a much better player for the past. He's hasn't played as much in, I guess, the last year coming up to the Racing Kings World Championship. So he's a little bit out of form, but he's definitely a dangerous player. Arguably one of the best players in pre-modern arcade times. So definitely a dangerous player and an unknown threat that could occur in this tournament from him. King G3 was played to start, and cFlour has the white pieces, A47 the black pieces. Bishop B4, Bishop D4, King B3 just transitions into the Bishop symmetry line. Instead of going into a line where King F4, for example. But yeah, totally fine. King C4, King E5. Alright, strong opening. Queen A6, takes B2, Rook takes B2. I believe this is probably prepped. Queen H8, all good stuff. Queen C6 is a bit odd to play early. You usually want to just go Rook B7, get the Rook developed. This does risk white developing both rooks before you're able to develop your rook. Rook to g7, rook to b7, and now you actually just want to take with white, because after takes, then you do have something like that, or you can just straight up advance, and then you do have the better position as white. But knight f3 was played, and that is a complete blunder. Like, what is the idea here? To go knight to d4, I guess, and threaten the queen. The issue is that if you just go bishop d2, it does offer the same thing with more pressure. But I don't know, just kind of a silly move with knight f3. King b5, and it stops that whole idea, and now you're just down the tempo as white. And black's totally fine here, probably already better. Knight takes d2, taking the knight. Bishop takes d2, and now you blunder your rook. White's completely lost here. Black's just winning now because the material is better for black, and they're more coordinated. Bishop d2 was played, and just takes its free bishop. Knight f4, King b6, and then knight e6, and yeah, it just fell apart and straightforward. Endgame here from a47, good technique. I don't think there's anything that was missed here. This is a little bit of a slow move. You probably could just go here. Issue is you do have this immediately. And yeah, there's nothing to come after that. So a47 takes game one, and then a47 knight takes f2. Knight takes c2. I don't really know what he plays at the moment. I know that he was very well known for his bishop d4 lines. Rook takes f2, rook takes c2, symmetry, king g3, king b3, queen e7, rook. Oh no, not rook to c5, king c4. You're going to see rook to f5. White has better development, but black's not completely lost here yet. I think you can even go knight to b3 here. Queen a6 was played, and then king f4, and rook a2. Again, an auto choice in the opening. It seems like cFlour tried to prep, or maybe he just has a general understanding of the first, I guess, 5 moves of an opening, but nothing more than that, because it seems like he starts playing like an 1800s really after move 5. And I don't mean that as an insult. It's just that, yeah, it's just not as clean. And it basically decides the game already. Rook g6, rook b5, and that, I guess, was the idea to protect the queen after that, so you don't have to worry about moving it. The issue is that the white king just advances king g5, bishop e2, bishop g2, standard stuff. Rook to c5, knight f4. I honestly would have gone knight to g3 here because there is no threat. Just defend your rook so you can advance and then threaten that queen. Maybe even just leave it and then you just advance king h6 there and threaten that queen immediately. Issues that there is, I guess, king b5. So maybe that isn't such a bad move to fork here. King b5 and then knight d3, standard fork. That anybody who knows the openings knows about. Queen b6, knight takes c5, bishop d4, threatening to take back the knight and displace your bishop. So yeah, just king h6, and then taking it, threatening the knight a different way this time, which is a slow move because queen f7. Alright, knight takes c5, queen takes a2. Queen f7 was a very sneaky move. with this in mind, obviously could have gone like rook a7, but just advance, and it's over already. Maybe you take the bishop here instead as black. But yeah, very sneaky X-ray attack here. But maybe you just go here like this, so that if advance, you just take the rook. Obviously, there's queen takes, but then at least you have b8, and you have a little bit to hold on to. So yeah. But black doesn't see the X-ray attack, and it's over. Yeah, no good moves here for black, and then yeah, pretty straightforward endgame here from white. e47 up 2-0 now. King g3, bishop b4, bishop d4, king b3, so going into the same line, but this time bishop takes b2, already losing. Don't do this as white or black. There's Draxus who knows some bishop takes g2 as black, and he can work it out into a more equal endgame. But that's about it that you can fight for, is a closer to equal endgame, but then your king's going to be on the side here, and white's going to be all the way over here, giving you a lot of pressure and a lot of harassment, I guess. Bishop takes e2, and king f4, king c4, queen h5. Uh, I don't know if that's the best move for white, but it works out. Queen h5, just unpin the diagonal. Queen a6, rook g5, and knight f2. Not sure what the idea here is, just reinforcing this bishop, maybe denying bishop g2 ideas. There's knight g3 ideas, but where is black going? White has fine here, but yeah, not sure what the idea here is for black with this, but it ends up working out. Because rook e5, obviously this is a problem. I guess, oh, that is clever. I guess just to open up here. I don't know if it was the best move, but yeah, wow. Works out. Rook e5. Bishop takes e1 to rook g6, and yeah, you just blundered a whole piece there. So that's why the resignation comes, but I'm curious. I'm just going to quickly look what the engine says. Right. And yeah, white is actually fine here. Yeah, with rook to g5. Knight f2 is the best move. At low depth, knight c3 is better. Queen c6 is better. The engine keeps flopped around, but yeah, it's not so clear. Bishop e2, I guess, still works. But rook to e5, yeah, rook takes e1, just a free knight, and then you just want another piece. So, a47 takes game 3, and it's 3-0. A47 with the right pieces here just goes king g3, and it's not letting me advance the moves. Um, oh, there we go. All better now. King g3, king b3, king f4, king c4, king e5, knight takes f2, and king f6. Yeah. Not sure what black's idea here was. Queen a6 is the only move that can draw. Here, you're pinned, but I guess queen a7, is there a better move here for white? I mean, I just guess rook takes f2, and then you have rook to f6. What does the engine say? King f6, I guess, works. Queen a7, rook to g7, and yeah, that's why, because your queen's undefended, you have to wait a move. Rook b7, and queen h8, king b5, rook f7, king b6, king g7, yeah. It's a draw. White blundered that. Where was the blunder go? Let's see. Rook to g7. It's totally fine. Rook to b7. I wonder if you just take, because if you take with the queen, it threatens your queen. If you advance, then they just advance. So you can't advance. If you take back with the rook, then you just take back with the rook. And then here, obviously defend, but then you just have bishop g2. And now the knights can come here. Your queen's in limbo. So that just looks fine. So it's probably that move there. Um, that queen to h8 was played. I guess it's still winning, but not as winning. Rook f7 is better. Queen takes b7 obviously does work as well, which is but not even as good as queen h8. So where was the blunder? Let's see. Rook f7 only move. Okay, that's here. Bishop g2. You just got to play that at some point while your king's still here, so that they can't. All right, draw happened. It seemed like accidental. All right, king d3, bishop b4, and now king f4. Trying for this one. A47 apparently really likes this line with rook b5. Bishop d4 is not the first choice here. Queen h3 and knight d4 better moves. Just open up this to attack or keep their king from advancing. Bishop d4 and bishop b2. This is what the trick is here. Now you don't really have anywhere to go except knight d3, maybe. To open up that diagonal. Queen h6. You're just giving up the bishop here. Just takes, and there isn't even counterplay here. Maybe with this, but the bishop's still defended, so yeah, you can just like come off to queen a7, keep the bishop here. I don't know why that wasn't played, but knight takes f1 instead. Maybe the idea is to pin that knight afterwards, but the issue if the knight moves is that it can attack while keeping this pinned. Bishop takes b2 instead, and queen takes b2. I don't know why you don't just go king takes b2 here, because it pins their knight. Maybe because this is hanging? But then you have this nice fortress set up. But queen takes b2, okay. Seems like the least best way to take back. Alright, rook g5, queen takes e2, and then a rook trade. Rook takes f1, game b3, rook g1. Alright, I mean, white's got pretty clear ideas. Black ended up managing to work that out because white blundered her knight. But, yeah, that's just too slow for white. I think that it's still playable from here, but maybe not. Maybe that, because this rook trade is just silly. I mean, just go rook e5, pinning this. There is no bishop here anymore. Knight to d to e3 maybe. Maybe even just after rook e5, just take the other free knight. But then at least you get to advance. And then just rook to b6. And maybe you have here. You probably want to cut off this diagonal more. But who knows? I'm not sure if that's the best line, but it's just an idea here that you go rook e5. Instead, I think that's where it went wrong. But yeah, black's just better now. Up way too much material. And yeah, good find there from a47, the queen to g1. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Alright, and then we go into game 6. Right now, it's 4.5 to half. Just a win here for a47, and he wins the series. And he goes with king g3 line. Yeah, king a3, I don't know. This is just too obvious for theory that you don't go king a3 here. There's just no point because it's king a5. Yeah, this is already over. Yeah. Embarrassing last game there. Not a good way to finish the series. But a47 won, and good luck to him going forward. He is in Royal Maniac's path forward, so he probably will go through. Who knows? It'll be interesting to see that. But good luck for him. And that is all on this recap.